Hello, 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 everybody. Alrighty. So, before we start, Solvis, could I have you roll me a d20 really quickly? Nice nat 1 on some wisdom save. I don't even remember where that was from. But that was 4.
Oh, yeah, I remember what that was for.
I don't.
Nat 20. Is that good or bad?
Nice! Okay, so we're back in the church. Solvis, you have shattered his understanding and he is now back into reality and he is storming off and out of this church. Skari, as you burst open the doors of this building, in front of you is a sea of people. You recognize every single one of them. They were your friends, your family, your acquaintances. And you see them as how they died. Some with half their heads cut off, others with, like, their heads split open, some without legs or arms, etc., etc. Keck, as you have always been standing in this doorway, you see Skari literally stop in place. And as you look out, you see no reason that he should have stopped. Now go ahead, Skari.
I was gonna just probably fucking drop to my knees and fucking clutch myself. Like, just hold myself. As I came out of that, I walk out, and now I'm surrounded by what I would likely consider my own failure to protect, to help, and survivor's guilt, very much. I probably just drop to my knees and just hold myself.
Solus, as you come
Silent.
towards the door of the church after Skari, you are still connected to him. And you are also able to see all of the ghosts in front of you.
I would just walk up to Skari, stand beside him, put my hand on his shoulder very lightly, and tell him that it's alright. There are still many battles to come, and we will win them together.
The only way I can see Skari responding is just lashing out immediately, being like, no, this is entirely my fault. Just shouting, I'm not going to recreate this because fuck, that would kill my throat and I don't want to kill everyone's ears. But he's probably shouting, like, the main points are, it's all my fault. Look at them. The fucking... We shouldn't have come back here. I should have done more. Probably tears of... I guess because my face is very used to it. Just tears of blood is just dripping down behind the mask.
Back up
for a while.
And then I'll eventually either... I have to decide which one of these.
After a while, and as you're peering out at the crowd and sobbing and yelling at Solvis, you see two familiar people in the crowd. Two people that you definitely don't want to relive, as everyone else is in the form that they died in.
I'm gonna try and move away from them.
Move away
and
from the
whether
ghosts.
or not that... Yes, the ghosts of them. And not back into the church, but maybe somewhere I might feel safer away, but not leaving the town completely yet, because everyone's still here.
So as you do so, you kind of peer back every now and again as you kind of go around and like to the back of the church, or the building. It's not a church. Why do I keep on saying it's church? It's not a church.
Well, because religious...
Well, yes. It's more of a town hall. That's what we'll call it. Go around the town hall, and you kind of peer back from time to time, but the ghosts are sort of more curious, not really going after you, but more curious as to if you could see them or not, because they, from the look on their face, they don't fully understand that you can see them. And as you run away, you run into a place where you felt safe. You open the door, slam it shut, and you are back in your old house.
I'm probably just gonna head up to wherever the bedroom was and essentially, like, whatever's left of in there, whatever covers are in there, I'm probably just going to go under those and just lay there for a while until I stop freaking out.
So as you go throughout the house, you kind of begin to relive a bit of your trauma as things are coming back. You see sections of the house and you're reminded of the fact that they ambushed you in your home before you were even able to fully like counterattack. They fully surprise attacked you in your home, so although that is not where your wife and daughter died, because you were able to get them out of the house, your memories are sort of flashing back of those moments of the demons and the goblins and others.
I may even be reenacting some of it as I see the visions of these coming towards me. I may swing like at them, just hitting things in the house as I'm seeing these come towards me.
Yes, and as you make it to your bedroom, you notice that the bed is pretty much all torn down. Everything's kind of gone. What's left is more like scraps of cloth. Large enough that you could cover yourself, but that's pretty much like about it that's left that would be usable in the room.
Yeah. It's a very depressing sight to see if anyone were to walk in on that. But I would definitely, even if it's tattered, shitty, I would still cover myself in that.
At this point, Solvis, when Skari runs away, your link with him is gone, and you can no longer see the ghosts.
Okay. Do I still see him, let's say, in the physical world?
You can see him perfectly fine. It's the ghosts that are gone.
I keep my distance so as to still give him some privacy because I understand what he is experiencing right now, but I keep an eye on him to ensure that if he inflicts some sort of, let's say, wound to himself or some kind of harm to himself, that I can heal. So I keep an eye on him from a little bit of a distance.
As you do so, he enters into a house and closes the door. After a little while, you can hear things being knocked over. You can hear things being hit. Do you enter?
I think while walking away, Keck would ask him, like, what happened here? I don't think he's going to be telling us anytime soon.
Are we talking about me or are you asking Solvis? Because
I'm
I
asking
asked.
Solvis.
I don't think I would have answered any questions.
I believe he was asking Solvis.
Okay, cool. I'll wait.
Oh, Solvis. No.
Oh, he's not
Disconnect
muted.
And reconnect
Yeah.
is what I'm gonna tell him. He had a little bit of a technical issue there.
Am I audible?
Yep.
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Alright. So Solvis, what is your response to Keck's question?
I think you asked what would I do because I now hear things from the room, and that's when I disconnected.
Okay, and then Keck asked you what happened, essentially, as well.
I think Skari is suffering from something. He had this vision of his family, and I presume his friends. I think he lost him. He lost them, and now somehow he's experiencing that. For a while, I could see that as well, but I don't see them anymore. I think he still can. I'm not entirely certain if he's imagining them or if they are actually ghosts that he can see and interact.
Keck just kind of looked sad at the building that Skari's in. He doesn't really know what to do. This is not his forte.
Well, we hold the ground if someone comes and wait for Skari to feel better.
All right then.
And you do so. And as night comes, Skari, do you want to do something else?
I was gonna say eventually, after, I don't know, maybe I'd fall asleep in there, and eventually if I wake up, I would essentially walk around the house, reminiscing, kind of trying to do my best to hold on to what the good times were here.
As you do so as the sun is setting and night is falling. You walk throughout the house and you get down to the basement. And when you enter the basement, you can see your old anvil, your old, a lot of old gear that you used to have. Tools for repairing your own gear, although they're very much disarray and like not usable anymore. But you also see something else in the corner of the room. It's a slight glimmer.
I will walk towards it.
As you approach it, you realize that it is coming from a greatsword in the corner that you have made. As you take out the sword from the hilt, you realize that it is emitting a dim light. And you remember that you originally made this for yourself long time ago, and you were going to use it in your duties before the attack.
And I never ended up getting to it.
Nope.
I think that realization alone is very depressing to him. But his sword just broke, and he does need a new one. If he's going to avenge them. And I'll take off the old
Just refresh your character page. I've already updated it.
Okay. He'd take off the old scabbard and shit and put on the new one with this one. With this new sword. And
so, it is called the Moon-Touched Sword. It is not a magic weapon. However, in darkness, unsheath the blade and it will emit light in 15-foot radius and dim light in an additional 15-foot radius.
still good.
Still good. It is not magical.
And very flavorful of the whole light in the dark thing.
When you pick up the sword and you put it on, you can remember, you get sort of a vision of the night before, or the day before the attack. You had finished the blade, you had put it on, you had kind of suited yourself up, kind of like preparing yourself, like this is what it's gonna be from now on, like this is gonna be my new sword, I made it myself, that kind of stuff. And you can remember your wife coming down and commenting how the light glimmers as if stars in the sky.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
'Tis my job.
Yeah. I think he would two things would happen at the same time in his head. One being a slight glint of hope has returned to him. Very, very slight. But the other thing is, he's still extremely pissed off at himself for that. Like, not being able to have done the thing that it was meant to have been able to do. Like, all the help, the time that it went into making it back then wasn't used, so I have to now make up for it.
Go ahead and roll me a quick perception check.
Oh, fuck!
Don't matter. Roll it again. I give you advantage on this one. It's your house, you know it best.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, my perception shit. Yeah, that's fine.
As you kind of walk around this thing, do you have your sword out?
I'd say until I get upstairs, I might have it out still.
Okay, for the light.
Yes.
As you kind of walk around, you see another glimmer, this time on your workstation.
I'll go pick up whatever it is and take a look at it.
As you approach, you remember and realize what it was and what it is. You realize that this was an amulet that you had made for your daughter for her birthday.
Oh. Ah. My feelings. Fuck. That's some fucked up shit. I'm gonna take it with me.
Okay.
As
There's
a
no
reminder.
specialty to the amulet at all. There's not even.
Yeah,
You'll probably put in
I
like
didn't
a
think there
note
was.
into it that you have it. But other than that,
I didn't think there was anything special about it.
Nothing else
It's
too bad.
except for the fucking feelings that hurt.
mhm.
I think at this moment I'm going to get up and I'm going to leave the house and go to the place where I was reborn.
As you open the door to the house, you see Solvis and Keck both outside the door, not intruding upon what was going on, kind of just chilling outside the door and giving you your space.
Okay.
You're feeling better now.
There's a place I have to go to remind myself of what I need to do. If you would like to come with me, you can,
Yes, I
and
would
see
like-
where it all began.
I would like to come. But would it be possible for you to share more details? I do not like going anywhere unprepared.
It's the place where I became what I am now. I wasn't always this way. This hair, skin, these curses.
How do we get there?
I mean, it shouldn't be that far out of town. It would be.
It actually isn't out of town at all. It is
Yeah.
right at the edge of the town. You guys travel and you go back to all the way in the back of the town. At the backmost point, there is a bit of. It's not really a mountain, but it's not a hill. It's pretty much like an in-between a mountain and a hill. There is a well. There. As you approach the well, you notice that there is a ladder sticking out of the well going down. Skari, you know this as the emergency exit for the town, going into basically a stronghold that is underground, that is equipped and is meant to be heavily protected and fortified so that if anything happened, you all can retreat down here and fend for yourselves. As you get there, you see skeletal remains of people who did not make it inside. One of which being your wife. Although you do not recognize her, amongst the skeletal remains, you do know,
I know it's one of them.
that it is one of them.
Yeah.
And right in front of the ladder is where you became who you are.
Did I ever go down and see if anyone made it?
No.
To be fair, I was grieving.
You were also murdering, so...
Yes. Is the stuff for whatever ritual took place to become what I am still there?
No.
Okay.
After the years, it is no longer present.
Okay. Then I am going to do something I didn't do a long time ago and go down the hole. I'll explain what the down the hole is meant to be to the other guys so that they're not like completely out of the loop.
So, at looking down the well, you realize that the ladder is completely broken. You would need to like tie a rope and like shimmy down.
Do I have rope?
I
have
stay
rope.
up here.
I have rope. I mean, you can keep watch up here if you want. I know you don't like confined spaces.
I'll go down with him.
Vic starts getting his rope ready and tying it to presumably other people's rope so he can lower them down.
Yeah.
As you are lowered further and further down by Keck, how much feet combined do we have?
I have 50.
50?
I have 50.
100?
So that's 100.
What about Solvis?
Yeah, I should have the same thing. Let me just quickly check.
Usually it's 50 or 60.
Yeah, I also have 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, even with 150 feet, you are still about 5 feet too short to hit the bottom.
Well, I mean, we can just.
Well,
if
yes.
it's 5 feet.
I realize that. It's just to gravitate of how deep it is. As you two drop, Skari, do you pull out your sword for light?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
For sure.
As he pulls out this sword for the first time, Solvis, it emits a light almost like the glimmering of stars, so that people understand the world of Nari doesn't actually have a moon. Nights are illuminated by the brightness of the stars themselves.
I did not know there was no moon.
You did know there was no moon from the last campaign.
Well, as a.
We've been
Oh
told
my
it before.
God.
It's just, it comes up rarely enough.
It comes up
Oh
very,
my
very
God.
rarely.
Yes, there was not a moon. Shit. I completely forgot.
It comes up
Oh.
super rare, and so the sword is supposed to be moonlight, but because there's no frame of reference for
It's starlight.
your characters, it is starlight.
Nice.
As you look about, even from just coming down from the rope, you can see skeletal remains going across the hallway, leading back into what you know as the maze.
Is the maze actually a maze?
Yes. However,
It is
you
actually.
know what the solution is. You also
Okay.
know about the shortcuts to get through.
I mean,
Everyone in the village was taught at a young age how to navigate through the traps of this area, so that if an emergency were to happen and they were to get separated, they know how to get to the town.
yeah.
So, as you both of you, shuffle in and go through, you are met with the maze. And this is the first time, Skari, you see an actual skeletal remains of a demon within the village.
I'm going to. Is it laying down or is it against the wall or something?
It looks as if someone had killed it up against a wall and it slumped down dead.
Okay. Well, I was more so asking if the head, the skull of the demon is on the ground or not.
Yes, the skull of the head is on the
It is.
ground because movie
Yes.
skeletons are not factual.
Yeah. True.
The head is on the ground.
Hollywood lied to me.
Yes.
Yeah. Damn.
As you navigate through this maze, do you tell Solus to stay close to you?
Yes, I will tell Sylvis, careful, because traps and shit. I'll point them out as we're going through if we're gonna pass by any of them. And guide the way.
So
Follow the starlight.
you pass through several spots that would have been traps. However, you recognizing and going through as someone in the village who was tasked with helping to reset the traps, you realize that as you go through, pretty much all the traps have gone off. And as they've gone off, you can see the remains of those who were caught in the traps.
I'm assuming it's not just demons.
It is not just demons. However, It would make sense because you still don't know who the cloaked figures were who were commanding the demons.
Are the cloaks there?
No.
Like, is the cloaks of the cloaked figures?
There are remnants of, like, cotton. However, the cotton has degraded over time to the point where the cloaks are not there anymore.
And there's no, like, symbol on the cloak or any on the
It's
whatever remains.
let me see.
Like any kinds of patches.
What kind of check would that be? Because it's very
To
degraded.
recognize it, or to see if they're there at all?
I mean, to see if they're there at all, I'm assuming like investigation, but to recognize it.
I would say investigation. It's not more to recognize, it's that they're very degraded. So being able to, like, make out what the image would have been is is going to be a difficult, and it's going to require a check. I would say investigation. Yes, I would agree with that.
If you want to get really,
Can I have...
out there, you could use Weaver's tools to be like, recognizing how cotton degrades and what the color changes.
Oh my! I'm proficient with alchemist supplies, not weaver's tools.
Investigation's fine.
Could I get what's his Solvis to give me the help action?
If he is proficient in it, yes. Isn't that how help works, or no?
No, I think help you can just do.
Yeah, okay.
Help. Yeah. Come on. 19.
Alright, so you do make out an image. However, it's more of a... You can't make out the biggest image of them all. However, you do make out a specific words on the bottom. However, they are in an unknown language that you are not familiar with.
I got hella languages, and none of that.
None of them.
I got common,
tell you
deep
for
speech,
certain.
gift, goblin, infernal. God damn. I have a lot of languages. I will whatever piece of fabric that has that, I will take that, and I'll take that with me, and then I guess if we leave the no man's land, hypothetically mending could work. Maybe. That's something I could get. I think, does Nox? I don't know. Someone magical may have mending. Whether that's Solvis or Nox, I'm not sure. But I'm not saying... Oh, Nox definitely has mending. He's been using it on the windows.
Yeah, I think I should also have mending.
I mean, I'm not saying do it right now, because danger.
Yep.
But yeah, maybe later.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll take that with me, and then we'll just head further into where the actual stronghold should be.
Alrighty. I just gotta do one thing. Okay. And I'm going to be sending you all a picture. Really quickly in Discord. This is what you obtain. Give me just 1 second to go Okay, he won't get attack alone. There you go. That is what you can make out from the thing. And they're what I can describe as runes, so that everyone at home can understand. I just put some pizzazz to them. As you make it through, though, to the end and to the stronghold itself, you realize that even though pretty much all the traps were set off, it was not enough. You can see bodies as if there was a war zone in the beginning, the middle, and at the back of the room looks more to be more of a massacre than a fight.
Yeah. Do I think I would have made a difference in this fight?
No. Seeing this, you know that even after you made yourself who you are, and after going off throughout the town and killing what you could, you would have not made a dent within what looks, because with all the bodies that are here, there are bodies from both sides. With the massive amount of bodies that are here, you know that they had just endless resources and endless bodies just coming out of the woodworks.
So we're walking through like a sea of bones.
Almost.
Like the whole floor is just bone puddle.
No. There are... Most of the floor is, but not all of the floor is.
Yeah.
They were nice enough to clear out a path a couple years ago.
As you are looking around, though, can you make me a history check really quickly? With your knowledge, with both of your knowledges actually of current events, and actually, Skari, you wouldn't know this, but Solvis, you would. This place looks like the abandoned, looks to be kind of like the same architecture, same structure as, one of the strongholds for one of the keepers of the stones.
Do I know what that means?
The stones are the seals, right?
No, the stones, remember there was a word, there was mind, there were the stones of feelings. Those. It looks
those
like one of
stones.
those strongholds. Yeah. And Solvis, you come to that realization. Skari, you've never been to one of those strongholds. Those before Skari.
Yeah. Even with my 18.
You know, with your 18, you know the entirety of the layout of this place.
Yeah. I mean, I know the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
its history as well. You know that it's hundreds of thousands of years old. It predates No Man's Land.
Was there ever any areas of this place that I just didn't go to? Like, I knew about them and I knew they were there, but I never went to them.
There was one as you go, it's kind of a zigzag around, but as you go back further into this stronghold, there is a large, ornate door that is in front of you that is closed. You've always known this door to be closed. You have never seen it open once.
Is it locked?
From your knowledge, yes.
Can I try opening it anyway?
Sure. What are you going to try to open it with?
Well, I was just gonna try and push it open.
Oh, no, it doesn't budge.
Okay, cool. What if I push really hard?
It does not budge.
Damn. Is there like a keyhole or something? I'm gonna feel really stupid if there's just like a keyhole and then...
Roll me investigation.
Please, 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 please. Fuck!
As you're looking for this keyhole, you don't find a keyhole in the traditional sense. As you're kind of running your hands across the surface of the thing, you see that there are sort of divots in the door itself that could hold objects of different shapes.
Do I recognize any of the shapes?
No, you do not. Well, they're basic shapes. So it's like one is a square, one is a triangle, one is sort of more of a circular object. The triangle is more pyramid shape than just like a straight up triangle. They would all be 3D images, 3D objects.
Yeah. Has this door like weathered at all or no?
No.
Is it airtight?
You feel no breeze coming from the door.
I want to try something. I'm not going to be able to get in doing this. But I might be able... Oh, wait, hold on. Does it feel... The walls around the door.
Mm-hmm.
Those are normal?
No.
No. I'm gonna try something. This may or may not work. I'm going to... First, I'm going to give Solvis a piece of my hair, and I'll say, if anything goes wrong, I'll let you know. I'm gonna try something.
Are you gonna try to teleport past the door?
Not exactly.
Okay.
Kind of.
Explain what you're
Kind
doing.
of.
What do I do if something goes wrong?
I'll let you know if something goes wrong.
And what should I do then?
You'll be informed instead of
With
just
your
waiting
hair.
here. I can send messages through my
You
hair.
have given us, you have given away your hair multiple times, and it's never actually come to fruition.
Yes, but I'm going to use a new ability. Aether Walk. I can walk through the ethereal plane. through solid objects completely.
As you approach the door, you clear your head and you activate this ability. And as you begin to walk forward, as you reach the door itself, you hit yourself against the door.
Damn it. Okay, cool. Plan B. I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna take the hair back from Sullivan. And this is the last thing I'm trying, and then we'll just try figuring it out as a group thing together with everyone here. I'm going to try and slide.
I do want
a
to
single-
put beyond that. You've been through the ethereal plane before. You know you can walk through walls and doors just fine. What?
Well, I'm assuming it would be some kind of magical door that is on multiple planes.
There's a portal, not a door, probably. That's what we're getting from that.
Is that a
Either
question
way,
for
I
me?
can try the plan B, whether it's a portal or a door.
That you can.
Because if it is a portal on the other side, and this still probably won't work, it's not going to let me interact with anything on the other side. But if I take a strand of my hair and I can get it to the, like, slide it through to the other side of the door,
You are unable
can-
to do such.
cool. I would have been able to see. That'd be it. I'd just be able to see what's on the other side, and then know if I should try to get in or not.
Nope. As you try for a good 20 minutes, you
Oh,
are
Jesus.
unable to do so.
I feel like Solvis is getting incredibly bored.
No, Solvus is a very patient person. Still just waiting to see what to do.
Okay, so nothing's working. We'll figure this out later. Another time.
Can I make maybe an arcana or a religion check of some sort to see if this door is closed by some kind of magic?
Please roll me an Arcana check. I was waiting for someone to say that.
I probably could do an Arcana check, because I should have done an Arcana check. It'd be smarter to do an Arcana check.
Guidance. Where is my guidance? Wait, what? What did I do? I think the D4. Yeah, the D4 ran rolled 3, so
Okay.
it's 17.
Okay, you got it. As you look upon this door, you can see that yes, it is sealed with magic. However, you also see that that the magic itself is more so written and engraved on the door. As you peer into the Arcana, kind of the chaos of the carvings kind of meld away, and you're able to read it as if magic is carved into this door itself. But you see it was hastily written, and one of the countermeasures for the door is to cause wild magic upon whoever tries to hurt the door. However, it is so hastily written that instead of doing it upon someone who hits the door, it is upon a very large area. The area of this entire continent. Or, I mean, this entire country, not continent. Sorry, that was a mistake of words.
This whole region is like this because of this fucking door.
It also seems like a very powerful thing to accidentally do.
Yeah. Skari, because you got an 18 in your history check beforehand, I'm gonna give you this tidbit of knowledge right now. This door is super fucking old. Like, this door predates almost everything you know is written down.
Yeah, but the wild magic thing would have to be a recent thing.
Yes.
Relatively recent.
The carving
Considering
on the door looks to be more recent
newer.
than the door
Yes.
itself.
Yes. Track. We will figure this out later. Or maybe we can get someone smarter
Skari's word of the day.
to look. Yeah.
Do I also learn how to, say, remove the magic from here, from this door?
You can see that this magic is very complex, and you do not believe you have the ability to undo it.
Ooh, wait. Do you know who would, though? That guy I never met. God damn it.
Which guy were you thinking
It would
of?
come to
Just
everyone
just
else's
for
mind, hey,
just for
what's
my
wrong
own
with it?
curiosity, who are you thinking of?
The
guy-
anti-magic guy?
Oh,
He died.
Skari never met him.
Skari, I never met
True.
him.
Solvis did.
Yeah, me and Kek did. I'm now trying to just figure out if he died. In one of the battles.
He's
or
with the big dude.
He
He's with
is he is gone.
He's gone, I think.
He is gone. He went with the creator, and
Yeah.
from the sound
Left
of
the
it,
universe.
they left this world.
Unfortunate.
Can I get a sense of how high the spell is? Like this spell or this magic on the door, is it cast at some level, or is it like an infinite level or some sort?
It is. I would say this magic would be above level 9.
Level could get probably that big.
That's, to its complexity, it is definitely above like a level 9 spell.
It's the legendary 10th level spells from 3.5.
I did not add
Is
a
that
level
3.5
10.
or 4?
I don't know.
That's good. In other official settings, there was a specific time where they changed the weave to actually limit it to level 9 and lower. Before
Yeah.
that, it could just go on forever.
I do have
Don't know how it works.
I do have the dispel magic spell,
Mm-hmm.
but it is higher than my level, and I'd have to maybe make a spell check. I think if I can get the check at 16,
So,
I should be able to remove the spell.
so
Okay.
when you come to that thought, you have one of two thoughts going on. One is that you're probably going to need multiple people to break it. The second thought is the thought you had just then. So, you want to cast Dispel Magic? Please roll me a D100 and D20.
I don't have it prepared, so we'd have to
okay.
wait a night. I'm looking at the others as well to see if that's a risk you would want to take.
Yeah, you telling Skari about it, basically.
I think we come back here when we're stronger. And then we try.
Okay. I agree with that.
We'll come back later and take care of this.
Yep. Yeah, that's fine.
Plus, I mean, after a certain point, can't you just ask your god to do stuff?
Yeah, that part is true. We've not reached that point yet.
Yeah.
I was wondering because my gods are basically the sun and the earth. There was I realized that there was a very small chance that I might have made the gods as the sun and the moon, for instance, and that would have been very awkward because the world doesn't have a moon.
Oh, that would have been very awkward.
There is no moon, just stars. Subsequently, any of the gods that are still around, if they are a representative of the moon, in this world they are in turn represented by the stars.
But this is a related question. Which sun?
There is only one
many
sun.
suns?
I thought there were two.
There is one
We
sun.
have two of them.
To my knowledge,
One of the suns is gone.
was there two? I don't remember there being two.
I don't know. They could have been.
I thought there were two.
I
Not certain.
don't believe there was ever two suns. I think I would have remembered that fact. After all, I remember that there was no moon.
If there were multiple, I choose the one which is the brightest.
Sure. The only one in the sky.
Big brother.
Exactly.
Anyways, what are we gonna do?
I think we're gonna head back up, and then
Back up? Okay.
rest, and then continue traveling where we're needing to travel after a proper rest. Because if we're in the town, we have house.
Has
Fucking-
house? Question mark?
I have my house.
You weren't homeless? You always struck me
I-
as homeless.
Surprisingly, I was not a homeless man. I know. Pretty amazing.
After Kit pulls them up and hears the whole story, he'll wonder, it's like, okay, so if this door was in a place that looked like it was for the stones, and it's got different shaped holes in it, do you think the stones go there?
Probably.
Do we have any stones with us?
We haven't even seen any of the stones ever. We're just fairly certain that they exist, probably.
Oh my god, it's the infinity door.
Nope.
Okay, so I just threw that thought out there. It wasn't like there was any, like, no one got to that room with the keys to open the door and then barely didn't make it, right? You checked that?
No, there wasn't that. The door was just always there.
Alright.
We wouldn't have gone to it for refuge.
I suppose we'll just continue to the tower and then perhaps we might come back with a couple of wizards.
We'll come back with like 10, 12, I don't know, 30 wizards.
I don't want to corral 30 wizards through the desert.
Valid. Very valid.
Alright. So we'll have a watch.
All right.
Do we need a walk?
Yeah, no.
Because if anything, I may. I don't think I would have been ready to do that. I was gonna say I may ask the ghosts to watch, but I don't think I'm ready for that.
No.
Maybe
Really?
next time, but
Imagine asking the ghost questions. Sad.
what?
Imagine asking the ghosts anything about information we do not have.
We don't have speak with that. I'm not gonna use it to gain information, because it says I can see them. I
Tech
can
is
see
over
in a.
here, like, we're still
It
wondering
says
if
I
it's
can
something in your
see
head.
and affect them.
So see and touch.
Yes. I don't know
No
about
speak.
talk.
No listen.
Did you guys happen to all learn sign language?
No. No.
Anyways, you all are pretty exhausted, and you could do a watch, but then someone wouldn't be able to do a long rest.
Because there's only 3 of us. Although, I mean, Nox is technically in the city, but yeah.
So as you all sleep, you all get the long rest, and morning comes. And when you wake up, you notice that, Skari, as you look out, you notice that the ghosts are kind of just roaming around the village.
I mean, I might be a little better, but I don't think I'm good enough to go up to them yet. At least not intentionally. Like, I'll look at them from a distance, kinda, but I'm not gonna intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
Skari, why are we walking around the roads?
I see dead people. Hmm. I see dead people. Yeah, I can't. I mean, I know I said it initially as a joke, but there's not really another way to
Tech's just
explain.
gonna look at Solvis like having no clue what to do about this.
I guess not. I think this is part of you. And you have to learn to live with that.
As you are you guys leaving the town now?
Echo, like, happened to accidentally run into a ghost because he has no idea what he's doing.
Keck, you just passed through him.
Of course you do. I mean, yeah, you wouldn't have noticed them.
And they all have to tell me to come back and join the group like what often happens. No, that's the wrong way.
I'd say, I mean, today we're gonna start traveling out to next place.
So, As you all are leaving the town, Skari, you are faced with the realization that there is a little girl in front of the town gate that looks very, very familiar.
I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna do it. I'm assuming it's pretty much the main way out.
Basically.
It's not. Yeah. And it'd be incredibly inconvenient to have everyone walk around to the other side of the town, and then even then, she'd probably appear there.
Maybe.
Probably.
Keck just looks at Skari as he pauses in the middle of the road. He's not following.
I have to go say hi to my daughter. I'll be back. And I will, because I know there's not really a way around it, I will go to her.
As you go to her, she does
and
not
kneel down.
speak, but she kind of gestures to the fact that she wants you to lift her up like you always used to do.
I technically can. Cool. Oh my god, I can touch my dead daughter. Like, I can feel the feeling of holding. Oh, that's. I don't even know.
As you do so, your memory flashes back to when she was alive and when you used to do this all the time when returning from your duties or whenever you met each other out in public.
I, as a human being, player, not in this world, do not comprehend how to respond in this situation.
I believe crying would be the first.
I mean, that's pretty much the only option.
I had an idea, but don't worry, it's awful.
I'm curious.
You sure?
I feel like it's fucked up, but probably funny. I feel like it's fucked up, but it might be funny.
Go ahead.
Up to you. I have an idea,
What's
but I
your-
want permission, because it's awful.
I want to hear your idea. It's probably so terrible.
Is she cold?
I'm ready.
Yes, actually, she is.
She's cold?
As you lift her up and you have her in your arms, she has a kind of frown on her face.
I take off the mask.
She slightly smiles, but she is still frowning. And she hugs you. And as she embraces you, there's a sort of chill that comes about it, but you accept it.
I'm gonna. I don't know if this will just drop to the ground or not, but I'm gonna try and put the necklace I made for her on her.
As you take out the necklace and you try to put it on her, she shakes her head, knowing what the result is going to be.
I put it on me.
As you put it on yourself, she gives you a kiss on the cheek. And she kind of looks around your shoulder.
I look back.
As you turn around, your wife is standing behind you.
I'm gonna walk towards my dead wife and give her a hug too. Oh, God, this is so.
And you do so. To everyone else watching, it looks like he is hugging air, and it looks like he is carrying air.
Yeah.
At some point, Solvus is going to read a small prayer, not really bothering anyone else, but just reading a small prayer and wishing that the torment which Skari is going through ends. And at one point, he would do like a small ritual where he takes a little bit of soil in his fist and just slowly let it flow through his palm.
Heck has a thought that he hopes Skari has grown out of his mask.
Oh, definitely not. No, that's still going on when I'm going out.
Could it be so symbolic?
Your wife is more gentle, whereas your daughter was more playful. As she puts a hand upon your cheek, in sort of in a way where she's like rubbing your cheek with her thumb, and she takes
Definitely still full crying, like just tears streaming, like not sobbing but crying.
and she takes your daughter from your hands, as she knows, as you look at her and she in her face, you know that she knows that you have to leave for the moment.
I This is very fucked. This is a very fucked situation. I'm thinking, because they do kind of look like they are at peace, but they are still here as ghosts. So if we're going by the standard ghost stuff where unfinished business, basically the only way to release them is, I'm assuming, to avenge them. But that also means that they will be gone for good. Fuck. But I do have to do what I have to do. I'm sure they're tired of just walking around here. I'm gonna hug them both, kisses on the forehead. I'm not gonna give a proper kiss to a dead woman. That's just that. It seems way too much. But kisses on the forehead, even if it's cold and all that. And then mask back on and call the dudes to leave.
And you leave the town. On the road again.
Fuck. This is a lot. This is a lot.
Yep.
Fuck. Back on the road again.
Alrighty, so as you all leave the town, you start heading in the direction of your destination. As you continue to go along, you cross over another river into a new environment. Sort of, not really in the distance, but close by and everywhere around you are small, large, medium volcanoes. Under your feet are soot and ash and slate as you walk across this landscape. It is warm, but it's not as hot as, like, the desert was.
Huh.
It's uncomfortable, but he'll be good enough not to complain for at least a day or two.
Yeah, Solus would also go
Just traveling.
as long as doesn't feel any discomfort.
No discomfort. As you all
Yeah.
continue to travel, day in and day out, nothing too interesting happens. You guys stay along the water at I want to say like about 4 or 5 days later, you hit the Y intersection where you could either step into desert, you can continue into the volcanoes even though you know that's the wrong direction, going north, or you can go in front of you. In front of you is a rocky wasteland filled with valleys, and it is completely dead. Everything is rocky, jagged cliffs, just rocks pointed in every direction. And you know that you are very close to your goal at this point.
I asked Skari if you're aware of this landscape.
Probably.
You're familiar with it. You know it's very dangerous, but you've never been personally yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's probably
go.
the faster way to go. I mean, the most dangerous part about it is probably lack of food and water.
We've never paid attention to that before. Let's go in.
Yeah.
As you all continue inwards, I'm just gonna skip forward a bit. You reach your destination. What is surprising is that there is a large town with a massive statue in the center of the saviors. And as you walk towards the walls of this town, you do not see any familiar banners. However, Skari, you do recognize some of the writing on the walls.
What does it say? Or is it the same writing that's on the thing?
It's the same writing that's on the thing.
It's the same writing that's on the thing.
Well, it's not the exact same, but it's
It's the same language.
It's similar to it, and you suspect that it's the same language, yes.
I'm gonna warn the dudes that these might be the same group that attacked the town.
You think they're still here?
In there we found cloaks, and it has the same writing as the people here.
Who were they?
I don't know,
Never
but
had a
we
chance
might be
see
able to
who
find
they were.
out here.
If
Either
if
these
you think that
people
they might be
here.
expected, if you think they might be here, maybe we should try to go in a way they wouldn't expect.
Well, here's the thing. Either this is the same people, or they can tell us about those people and they know the people. One or the other.
Either way, the element of surprise sounds worth gathering.
Yep, I agree.
Yes, but if we come in aggressively and it's not the same people,
Oh, I was
And it's
saying we sneak in, not that we go in guns blazing.
yes. But to find out if it is not the same people or it is the same people, we'd have to talk to someone. That's the bigger issue. Because if it is, then we're screwed. Going in like that. And talking
Sneaking in
and
or going
revealing.
in? Oh, so you're saying that one of them
If we reveal,
absolutely cannot
they'll be
afford to
like,
even
"Oh,
talk
cool."
to.
Yeah.
What was our goal here specifically again?
Mr. DM,
I don't.
I think Nox remembers.
I don't remember.
Nox remembers.
I'm trying to remember. We thought people might be there, but I can't remember if the goal was go kill a specific person.
It wasn't
Or
to
if it
go
was
kill a
just-
specific person.
Or
Nox
if it was
was
just to find out things about the
going.
tower.
Nox was coming because there is a dark castle that is part of his lost memories. As for the rest of you, I think you're kind of just going with him.
Well,
So we're trying to stoke Nox's memories, just like the
Essentially.
last place we went here.
Except we don't have Nox here at the moment. I think there was
And-
something else, but I didn't have it written down, and maybe Nox knows why else, but...
Okay.
and also there's new information
I
of
will
we could
suggest-
find him.
Well, that too, and Skari's new information now.
Yeah. And
Either way, I think we would do well by entering into the top of the building. If we can sneak around where we don't see any doors or windows, I could get us up to the top, and we could come down through a way they don't quite expect.
So I don't think you really realize how large the town is. This town is
It's
about
like
the
a
city of a capital, is the size of a capital city in any other nation.
I didn't picturing a town. I was picturing a single building.
No, this is an entire city. In the center, raised up, is a statue of the saviors. You can visually see it because it is purposely lifted up so that it's above the walls. It looks to be made out of solid gold.
So it's a city. Do we see movement at all? Like there's crowds or people?
Yeah, there are tons of people in this town.
kind of
Oh.
side thing, because he's also not here, but Zalgan?
Mm-hmm.
He had a place
And then
circled on
Zalgan?
his map.
This is not it.
This is not it. Cool. That's another place that's
I
in
think.
the Nomad thing.
Did you
but,
see that?
I, as a character, did not.
Okay. Nope, this isn't it.
But-
Just so you know.
Okay. I'm just asking so that if it is, I can be like, hey, by the way, possible U-plot as well for when you get back from travels.
Close, but no dice.
Yes.
So,
Just check.
as you
So I guess we'll
come
just be sneaking around.
I mean, if there's the
Generic.
walls and stuff, I'm assuming there's some kind of
there is
security.
an entrance.
So we
Can
may
we
have to
sneak
go
up to there
through.
and see how it works, or like try to figure something out before we try to
You
walk
can-
in like.
You try that, and then we'll wait here.
All right,
What are you doing, Kat?
scoping.
There
Thinking I'm
is
good
an
at taking that
entrance a little bit around from where you approached. The guards are kind of just standing there. Nothing looks too threatening. They are all heavily armored, but you can suspect that it's probably because of what lies within this landscape. From what you can see from inside the city, it looks like an average, everyday, ordinary city. Except for the fact that there are like no paved roads, everything's all dirt roads.
The people there are humans.
There are several races within them. Humans, you spot a couple, but they're not common, as they are in most cities.
Fargen wouldn't look to have replaced them.
Skari would not look out of place at all. Technically, none of you would.
I mean, yeah, okay. I presume even a significant time of scoping, no one else is going to be walking up to the city.
Probably not.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
give
we're
it a
not
shot.
monsters. So if this is as a stronghold against the monsters, then we should be okay. Just
I'm
to walk
trying
in.
to get vibes. If there's anything that he can like pick out, like, oh, it seems like everyone who comes into the city absolutely lives here, or it seems like they like do trade so much, or they do things both inside and outside the city, or like, oh, we're gonna need disguises for this city. It seems like we're not going to probably. Okay, so yeah, no one goes in or out of the city even after like an hour or two.
No, no one really has any interest in leaving.
Okay. I'll come back and tell them that then. No one went in or out, so I don't know how us arriving would be whatever. It could be fine, it could be the end of the world.
Did you see any
I
guards?
guess we gotta just try.
What was your question?
I was asking if Keck saw any guards at
Yes.
any of the gates.
They seem to be guarding the gates, but I couldn't tell if they were guarding particularly for intruders, like people, or if they were guarding for literal beasts, which would be reasonable as well.
Let's just try. Try to go.
Let's just try, see what happens.
Cool.
I will be sending you another hint shortly.
Talk between players.
Yes,
What are we?
please
Why are we
talk.
telling them not here?
Huh?
What are we telling them for why we're here? When they ask who are you and why are you here, what do we say?
We're seeking safety. I mean, that's...
Maybe that's why we're at the building, but that's not an answer to why we're in. They would have follow-up questions. So
I
perhaps,
know
but
of
we-
other towns, right?
Mm-hmm. You know of other
Alright.
villages, not anything of this caliber.
Yeah, other villages. I'd probably be able to say we're from some other town and we came here because it got attacked. We heard about this place.
And a dwarf being in this town would not be the strangest.
It's very mixed races.
Alright, so I'll say our town was attacked.
Yeah. And we're just coming here for
This
safety.
is the script that is along the banners for the town itself. When I'm able to type it up, I will be able to show others.
Great.
But that is what it is. Same script, different letters in its entirety.
Indeed.
Do you want us to be trying to figure that stuff out, or
Nope. I created the language myself out of random shapes and symbols for my own purpose.
Yep.
So,
I was curious if you wanted us as players to figure out this language like a puzzle.
no, there is
Or-
no puzzles
no.
for this language.
Cool.
I did make it easy. It does just directly translate into English. So, like, the
Yeah,
letters will
I presume
directly
that's not
translate.
something you wanted to have. That's not canon. That's not how it actually works. And
That's not how it actually works, but for player-wise, that's how it works.
yeah, great. Okay.
That way, it's not really like a whole new language that I have to come up with. I'm just adding new letters to existing words to replace others. Anyways, as you approach the gate, a guard stops you all and says, "Where are you from?"
I'll name a town.
Just your turn. I could have brought this up. Why not your turn?
Because if these are the people that did attack and they had attacked my town, then me saying I'm from that town means I am a survivor of that attack.
So you name a town that would be somewhat close by, and he goes, "You must be the last of them. Word is they were attacked some nights ago."
Well, I mean, we've been traveling for a bit, so...
Separated came back to nothing, basically.
I see. Welcome to the city of Fargen.
Thank you.
As he raises his spear that was previously blocking you all, you are all allowed entry.
Cool. I'm assuming, like, we don't really have IDs and shit in this
Nope, he just let you
place.
do.
So I'm assuming- yeah.
I also like to imagine that Keck's actually the weirdo here for not having weapons or armor. Normally it's the other way.
So the reason why you don't look out of place is because you still have gear that's for traveling. And everyone has that on them. Literally every single person. Even if they don't have armor on them, they have the ability, they have the tools and the necessity to leave the town immediately with nothing left, with like nothing being worried about leaving behind, and just leaving the town. Because that is the environment that these people have grown accustomed to living in. So they all basically look like adventurers and travelers.
Yeah, pretty
In the basic sense.
Everybody got adventurers packs.
Pretty much. But
Imagine all that rope.
that's where we're gonna leave it for today.
They got hella rope.
We got hella trauma today. Hella
All the
things
fucking
happening. Next time we will have Nox and we will be doing pretty much everyone's. This is just a heads up. In September, on the 8th, we won't be having a session because I will be in California visiting family.
Okay.
So, there won't be a session on the 8th of September. Heads up now, I'm going to give heads up for a little bit up until the date. Just so that you all know and everyone else knows, not going to be a session then. But, anyways, that's where we're going to leave it for today. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye.